what is wrong with Democrats, right, who vote based on not liking a person or because a person was mean? I don't understand that. All right, when you look at the world that we're living in right now, when you're looking at the border crisis, when you're looking at inflation, okay, and you're looking at a lot of the crime that's going on and stuff like that. I mean, how can anyone just like ignore that? That's what make me think that a lot of Democrats are just. I mean, you want to talk about the definition of delusional. You want to talk about the definition of blind, of crazy. Okay, that's what you get when you get individuals, okay, who vote based on emotions. All right, I don't think people should vote based on emotion. I think people should at least, like, look, if you're going to say that, okay, I see what's going on, I don't mind voting for that. All right, I would rather individuals say that. I would rather someone say, okay, I'm voting for open borders, I'm voting for high inflation. You know, some people may like paying high prices. All right, some people may like paying $5 for a loaf of bread versus $1.09. Okay, some people may enjoy doing that. Some people may just got money to waste like that. All right, but you know, that's just an example of things that you would see, okay, that would just make you stop and pause for a moment. All right, but it also, I also can't put it past people that, you know, a lot of individuals that vote for Democrats are just that blind. All right, you have individuals out here that are really that blind, where they don't recognize anything that is going on in the economy. All right, and they're just voting based on what you know, mainstream media is showing them, what news is showing them. Okay, they're just voting based on that. And I guess that's understandable in a way, because some people are just that hidden under a rock. Some people are just that brain fog where all they listen to is MSNBC News. Okay, shockingly, you know, Channel 5 News and CNN isn't as bad as it used to be. All right, because I think things have gotten bad for the economy to the point where those networks can't. Okay, those networks are like, okay, all right, enough is enough. Okay, we can't even, you know, this is not even sustainable right here. All right, I just think that it's to a point where, you know, it's not even sustainable, where you have a lot of those networks, right, that are also like, okay, we can't even continue to support this. But you still got that one out there like MSNBC, okay, that is like completely brainwashing individuals out there. All right, they are like completely trying to keep individuals lost in the dark. All right, and when you got that, it's very unfortunate, because what you get from that is you get a bunch of individuals that can't think for themselves. All right, and that's what it is. And people don't like hearing that. Okay, some people don't like hearing it, but the reality is, okay, the reality is this right here. If you are talking, okay, or making your vote decisions based on, you know, emotions that is brought on by like a lot of these news stations out here, what do you call it? That's not thinking for yourself, okay? Because you did not wake up in the morning, okay, and go do some research and find out what's really going on out here. If you got up in the morning, you looked at a news station, a mainstream media station out there, okay, and they show you a chopped up bit of a video of Trump making it look like he said something, okay, without really understanding the full sentence, okay, of what was said, or you actually looking at the 4 hour or 2 hours or whatever it may be of you know, a video, okay, or interview he has done. Okay, if you get up without doing that, okay, and instead you take the chopped up bits at face value, and you get up and you leave out of your house all emotional, okay, that is you being controlled by mainstream media. I know a lot of people like that, unfortunately. All right, but there's a lot going on right now. A lot of people are talking about like the Fani situation in court. And a lot of people are saying that this is a win for her. The thing is this: I don't see it as a win. I don't see it as a win because look at the amount of damage that she has done. Look at the amount of damage that a lot of the evidence is shown in the case, regardless of what kind of win she has. There are people looking at her sideways on both sides of the fence. All right, she has lost a lot of trust from a lot of high-ranking entities out there, as well as low and mid-ranking entities out there. She's lost a lot of the trust. All right, so I know a lot of people may be like, "Oh, well, that's good. She get to stay on the Trump case." But I mean, what good is it going to do her in the end? When it comes down to the nitty-gritty, people are going to be looking at her sideways. All right, that's a whole bad thing. All right, and a lot of people, you look at the wins that Trump get, you get some people out here, Democratic voters, okay, and other individuals talking about, Trump, the justice system is not right because, Trump got off this way or Trump got something dismissed. Look what happened with Fani Willis. All right, she was the whole ringleader of the things. I know they told the other guy, her lover, that he had to step down. He stepped down. He took one to save her behind. But at the end of the day, if we're going to talk about how Trump got off and all of that, and for how a lot of people don't believe in the justice system, look at her. Look at Fani. All right, she was the ringleader of this whole situation with the illegal money, all these other illegal activities she has been doing, and they say that she can stay on. What do you call that? That's even worse than anything Trump has done. All right, now the thing is, if the shoe was on the other foot, where they had all of this evidence, and Trump was doing the same thing that she was doing, and they had evidence, okay, Trump probably would not even be running for. That would be enough to probably convict him, and he probably wouldn't even be running for president right now. Okay, when we actually think about the whole situation, Trump would not be running for president right now if that's the case. All right, the only reason why they are, they're trying to sue Trump and do all of this stuff because they have no other evidence on them. That's why a lot of these cases keep getting dismissed. They have no evidence on them. And so the only cards they can play now is to drain him of all his financial resources. That's the only card they can play right now, is to keep putting him in court under all of these false accusations, okay, and hoping that the guy runs out of financial funds. Now, the thing about Trump is a smart man. See, when you look at a lot of the average Joe thinkers out here, including a lot of the Democratic voters out here and all of that stuff, they think that a lot of this money is coming out of Trump's pocket. Some of it is coming out of Trump's pocket. But a lot of those individuals are naive enough to think, oh, all of this is coming out of his bank account. All right, a lot of this is coming from investments, and a lot of this is coming from other financial entities, okay, that he knows. Financial organizations, financial people. All right, there are people out here that are actually supporting Trump's campaigns. There are people that are actually supporting his legal battles. All right, they are actually helping allegedly helping pay for a lot of his assistant, paying for his illegal, his legal debts and all of that stuff. For a lot of individuals out there, the average Joes out there that think he's doing this by himself, he's not. All right. Trump has a multitude, multiple financial resources out there, whether they're coming from a lot of his businesses, companies, estates, or whether they are coming from other multi-millionaires and multi-billionaires. Trump knows a lot of multi-billionaires, that are supporting his cases. All right. And so you get a lot of people that are saying that they don't understand how this guy is still around, how this guy keep taking all of these punches and coming back. This is how. All right. The guy is able to withstand what's going on because of the resources he's built over his time. You have to understand, Trump is is an older gentleman, but he's actually been around for a long time. All right. Trump has actually been building generational wealth, okay, and wealth for a very long time. All right. When you look at how Trump was rich from Trump got wealthy a long time ago, way in his younger years. So imagine the resources and the networking that this guy has built up over what? 30, 40, 50 years or more. Imagine the resources that this guy has built up, okay, to fight what has been going on now for only a handful of years. On about 4, 5, 6 years? Okay? Now, if Trump has spent majority of his life building up his wealth and he's not able to fight what's going on now, then I guess he don't deserve to be president. I guess he would have been dropped out. But that's what a lot of people are looking at. This man is 70, 70 something years old? Or is he 80? Is he like 81 or something like that? How old is he? I know he's not older than Biden, but I say that to say this. The guy has been around for a long time and has been building an empire so big, I don't think that the court cases and what's going on right now is enough to defeat that. Look at it from that perspective. All right, if I'm a multi-billionaire and I've been building for the last 30, 40, 50 years or so or more, I better damn well have an empire that can withstand any kind of criminal case. That can withstand any kind of crazy amount of money they want to fine me and all of that stuff. I better have built something. If not, then I deserve to go down. All right, when you look at it, Trump has an empire, y'all. All right, and I'm not just talking about the empire of estates and money. I'm talking about the empire of networks. Okay? Your network is your net worth. Your network, guess what? Your network is also your protection. That's why this guy can't go down. That's why this guy can't lose. His empire, the reason why Trump cannot lose is because his empire is too big. Okay? Trump cannot lose is because what is going on right now in the courts is not big enough to take down his empire. That right there is I would say is properly put. Accurately put. A lot of you average Joes out there that's talking about, oh, he's going to go bankrupt. No, he's not. Because number one, like I said, the cases and everything that's going on, his legal matters, is not big enough to take down his empire. It's just not. All right, a lot of people think that Trump paying those millions of dollars out of pocket. He's not. He's paying some of it out of pocket. Don't get me wrong. All right, but is it really making a dent big enough to affect him? All right, and then when you got a lot of the other, when you have a lot of his other networks joining together, okay, to assist with that, and also, y'all have to understand, the guy has organization, the guy has businesses, estates. These estates and businesses are making money. Okay, these estates are making money while he's going through all of this. How much money is he bringing in daily? He brings in money on a daily basis. He brings in multi-millions of dollars on a daily basis. All right, Trump has a well-oiled empire machine running to combat a lot of that. Now the thing is, okay, is he seeing a lot of that money that is coming from a lot of those corporations and all of that stuff and businesses? Is he seeing a lot of it? He's not seeing as much as he was before the legal situations, but he's seeing enough. He's seeing more than me and you could even wish to have. A lot of individuals looking at this video, he's seeing more than a lot of us can only wish to have. All right, so Trump, when it comes to financial, I'm not worried about that. Trump is just fine. Trump is going to make it, number one, they're not going to, the court cases are not going to be able to hurt him. All right, I believe that the election is also going to be too big to rig. That's going to be the next situation right there. Okay, when they find out that Trump is going to win the court cases and he's going to be close to the presidency, they're going to wait till he get close to the presidency. Okay, the next thing for them to do and I don't think it's even the last card, I think it's a desperation attempt, is to rig the election again. And based on what happened last, like a lot of people don't understand. I know you got some delusional ass people out there that's always saying like, what's his name, Rappaport? All right, is it Brian Rappaport, whatever his name is? You got individuals like that saying, oh, why don't people stop saying that? He keeps saying it was rigged. That's not. That's false. People keep saying that's rigged. They need to stop saying that. It was rigged. You know why? And you know what's going to also show its face? You know what's going to show its face? All right, when they try to rig it again, because of what happened the last presidency, because of what happened the last president, they're not going to be able to get away with it. Because people are going to be looking a lot much closer now. They're not going to be able to get away with that. And for a lot of people that's saying, oh, it's a lie, the rig was a lie and all of that stuff, that right there is going to come back to bite them. Okay? Because you got a lot of people out there that are actually depending on that last card being played. You got a lot of people out there that are actually depending on that last card being played, and it's going to come back to bite them. Because of what happened almost 4 years ago in that election, that 2020 election, is going to come back and bite them in the ass when they try to attempt it again. So a lot of people you don't have to believe that it wasn't real. You don't have to believe that it was real. Okay, you can say that it was a lie all you want to. Okay, but what's done in the dark comes to the light. And you're going to have some very depressed people. Especially a lot of the Democratic voters. You're going to have a lot of them are going to be depressed based off emotion. Okay? Even if Trump brings this economy back, if Trump wins and brings this economy back to 2016 standards or better, you're still going to have a lot of people. The sad thing is you're still going to have a lot of people, the average Joe, Democratic individuals, they're still going to be depressed because he's in office. They don't even know why he's depressed. They're depressed. They don't even know why they are depressed. They're going to be depressed because the fact that he's in office. Gas fucking went down to goddamn $1 and some change. The loaf of bread could have, products and goods can go down 5 times to what it is. The economy could be thriving. Jobs could be thriving. More income, more financial resources could be coming in. The economy could be thriving. But guess what? You're still going to have some Democratic voters out there, average Joe, average basic ass thinkers, still depressed. Don't even know why. They're going to be at the pump paying $1, and they're going to be at the pump probably paying $1.50 for gas, still crying that Trump is in office. These are the delusional ass people that is the problem with the world we live in right now. Delusional ass people. And I know some people may say I'm delusional. Guess what? I'm going to tell you right now. I was once voted for Democrats. I'm a black man. I'm a black man. I was once voting for Democrats. Why? Because my people told me to vote for Democrats. My mother, my father, my family. I was once I was not always voting for a Republican. I'm a black guy. How in the hell I got here some kind of way? I came up in the hood. I didn't come up in those suburbs. All the people in the hood, they vote Democrat. All they know is Democrat. Number one, people in the hood don't even pay attention to the goddamn politics. They don't even pay attention to politics. So that a lot of their ass don't know a damn thing. Some of them know. Some of them are starting to wake up. Shout out to those individuals in the hood that's thinking for themselves, and the black people that are not even in the hood. Just the black people overall thinking for themselves that are not voting for Democrats. Shout out to y'all, because I know a lot of us are not like that, but majority of us are, sadly. All right? And I can say that. You know why? Because despite the fact that you see Trump getting a lot of the black vote or whatever like that, it's still a big amount of black people that is voting for Trump, regardless. All right, I said it wrong. So regardless of Trump getting all of the higher black vote that you're saying, there's still a majority. Okay, I think it's over 50 or something percent are still voting for Biden, still voting for Democrat. The only thing is that number that greater number is going down. That's the only difference. So yes, I can say that majority of blacks are still voting for Democrat. And a lot of these are individuals that are not thinking for themselves. And you know the sad thing about my people, about black people, is the fact, I swear, y'all, I swear, we are the only goddamn black race out there wearing goddamn masks, looking simple as hell. Like, you don't see white people wearing it, you don't see Jews, you don't even see goddamn Asians wearing masks anymore. Asians are like the goddamn grand poobahs for wearing goddamn masks. You don't see no other ethnic group out there wearing masks except for us. Like, I'm in this car right now, right? And I just came back from Walmart. And out of everybody in that store, I've seen like 3 black people in there wearing fucking masks. Like, why are you wearing masks? The pandemic is over with. They haven't even started up with the next scamdemic that they're talking about bringing. They haven't even started up with that yet. They're content. Our people are the only ones out there goddamn faithfully wearing masks. Okay? Not all of them, but a good majority of them are still wearing goddamn masks. I don't see anybody else wearing masks. I was born up north. I've since years back relocated to Florida. Okay, so I have family members that come down and see me from up north. All right, when my family members come down here, a lot of them are wearing goddamn masks. I'm like, yo, you're not up north anymore. Take the goddamn mask off. It's like embarrassing. We walking through Publix and you wearing a mask. Like, what the hell? The pandemic's been over with. They're not even talking about the pandemic on the news anymore. Even a goddamn, even MSNBC and a lot of those other news stations out there, and the goddamn said it is basically over with. All right, so and it's just annoying, y'all, that our people, my people, black people, a majority of them can't think for themselves. That shit is so like cringeworthy. I can't stand it. It like irks me to my core that my people are like so fucking stuck with their heads in the cloud. I can't stand that. I hate the fact that we can't think for ourselves. We're so brainwashed by news media. And like I said, we'll believe what news media say before we believe what our own parents, our own flesh and blood tell us. Our own flesh and blood to tell us some shit. We be like, that shit ain't true. But then we'll turn on the news and they'll say some bullshit. And then we'll be like, oh, goddamn. I believe all of that. Just soak it in like a sponge. That's so cringeworthy. I hate that. Our people can't think for ourselves. All right, but anyway, hopefully one day we will get there. I believe it's going to be a good little while before it is. All right, but yeah, I just want to say this right here. I believe that Trump will win, and I'm voting for Trump. All right? I'm voting for him. Like, I'm not afraid to say it. Long time ago, I used to be afraid to say it. Like I said, I was once a Democrat. So how in the hell did I get here? For people bashing me, I was once a voting Democrat. I was once brainwashed. Everything news media told me, I was one of those ignorant-ass black people that believed it. So how did I get here? How was I able to pull myself away from my black herd, okay, or the herd, or my black herd of people, all right, that believe everything the mainstream media tell them? And how was I able to get here? That takes strong will. All right, that takes goddamn awareness that some shit is not adding up. Hey, something is not adding up here. Like, what the hell? I need to get out here and do some research because something is not adding up with this. All right. So yes, for people, before people say, oh, you know, you voting Trump, you all this, you look, I was once that. And I'm not that anymore because I got tired of being that. I got tired of being a black person whose mom and pops and other elders were saying vote Democrat, and the Democrats ain't doing nothing for us. I got tired of being that. Some blacks don't get tired of being that. I'm a black that got tired of being that. I get tired of being that shit. I don't want to do it anymore. And the thing is, when I was doing my research, I decided not to vote for anybody. You know why? Because I didn't know what I needed to know. I didn't do enough research on the Republican side. So I went from voting Democrat to not voting for anyone to voting for Trump. And I was after, okay, I did my research on the Democratic side. Let me do my research and see what's up with the Republican side. That's how I transition. You got people so goddamn emotional. They say, I'm not voting for nobody. They don't even know why. At least me, myself, at least I said I'm not voting for nobody based on the fact that I didn't trust the Democrat. And that I picked up voting for the Republicans based on the fact that I seen what the Republicans has done more for the black community than the Democrats did. At least I know, at least I had that awareness. You got some blacks out here don't have no goddamn awareness of why they're even doing things or not doing things. At least I have that. I did the transition. Democrat, not vote, now I'm voting Republican. Democrat, not vote, now I'm voting Republican. Democrat, no, not voting, now I'm voting Republican. At least I know. At least I done my research. At least I am responsible for my transition. A lot of you out there are not responsible for shit. You don't even have a transition. You're just responsible for being stuck. That's what you're responsible for. Being stuck. Please break away from mainstream media and do your own research and see that the Democratic Party is not in your best interest. I'm not telling you who to vote for, okay, but you've got better options out here than Democrats. I'm gonna tell you another reason why I'm voting for Republican. A lot of people say don't trust none of them. Okay, I was on Sabby's. I was looking at one of Sabby's lives, right? Shout out to Sabby. I was looking at one of her lives, and I shot her a super chat. Cause when I'm on a lot of lives, I like to put super chats out to get my message in the spotlight. But I shot Sabby a super chat, and she read it, and I told her that I'm not voting Green Party, I'm not voting Republican, okay, because I can't trust them. And I told her that I'm voting Republican. I said I'm not voting Green Party, I'm not voting Democrat because I don't trust them, but I'm voting Republican based on the 2016 economy. And she said, I don't think she's all the way for Republican, but she did say, when I said that, she didn't really have that much of a response. The only thing she said, well, you can't trust any of them. You can't trust any of them. But if it came down to the Democrats who have a bad economy, it came down to the third party who has not proved anything in the White House yet, and it comes down to a Republican guy who has already had a good 2016 economy, I can't trust any of them. But guess what? God damn it, I'm voting for Trump because Trump has already proven to know how to run a good economy. He's already proven it. I'm voting based on 2016. Sorry about that. When I get to talking, y'all get to talking, my throat get dry. Okay, but I'm voting based off of 2016. That's enough right there. That's enough for me to vote for a Republican. Trump has already proven it. 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20. 4 good years of economy. I'm voting based on that. Even if I don't like the guy, even if I can't trust the guy, okay, the guy has already had a good economy. Okay, that's who I'm voting for. Why? Because I want 2016 economy back or better. I'm voting based on that. And even if we don't get that back, hey, at least I had a purpose for why I voted for that. At least I had a purpose for why I voted Republican. Now, if Trump had a terrible ass 2016 economy and then Biden came along and made the shit worse, guess what? I probably would not be voting for no one unless it was someone newer on the Republican side. Okay, if we had a different nominee on the Republican side, yeah, I would have voted for that. Okay? But, y'all look, the thing is, what I'm trying to say is this: have some damn purpose. Have purpose for why you're doing things. Okay? Have some purpose of why you are doing things instead of doing things out of emotional states and blindness. Do that. Me, I just broke down everything. I broke down everything to you why I vote the way I do, okay, and why I don't vote certain ways. I also told y'all that I'm a black person, I'm a black person. I'm a black Negro. I used to be Democrat. I used to vote Democrat. So for a lot of you white and black people out there talking about I'm delusional, no. White people, you definitely can't say shit to me. I'm black. I used to be on that side of the fence. The same side of the fence that a lot of Caucasians are still trying to push us and feel bad for us and all. I don't want nobody to feel bad for me. I don't need no white person. I don't need no Asian person to go to no damn Black Lives Matter march for me. I told you, Black Lives Matter, you don't even see black people at Black Lives Matter. You see every goddamn ethnic group except blacks at Black Lives Matter marches. That shit ain't for blacks. But you got all these ethnic groups pushing it on us, trying to feel sorry for. Don't feel sorry for me. I think for myself. I'm voting for Republican for a reason. All right, that shit is dead to me. And yeah, it's so funny when I get Caucasians, okay, in my inbox is talking about trying to tell me how to vote. How you gonna tell me how to vote? I broke away from the curse that's been cursing us for a long ass time. There's nothing nobody of another ethnic group can say to me. I'm thinking for myself for the first time in a long time. All right, so yeah, I was once there. I was once a Democrat, okay, and now I'm voting for a Republican. I voted for Trump. The last two Trump president elections, I voted for him. Voting for him a third time. At least I know why. Do you know why? The unfortunate thing is, a lot of you don't. I don't care if that guy talked about somebody's goddamn mama. Okay? I don't care if Trump talked about somebody's goddamn mama out in public. When they come down to vote for him, I'm voting for that guy. Why? Because we had a better economy. Talk about who you want to. Me, I'm not an emotional ass black person. I'm not an emotional ass black Negro that's going to break down crime because he said something about somebody's mother or because he laughed at Joe Biden falling up the goddamn steps. I think for myself. I don't care about emotional shit. When it comes to the economy, that I care about. Why? Because that economy affects me. It affects my family. Okay? We had a thriving 2016 economy. Me and my family did not really have to worry about much. Still don't have to worry about much because I do build wealth and generational wealth. I do have investments, crypto, stocks, all of that shit, and gold, all of that. I have all of that. So I'm not hurting like a lot of individuals. Okay, I got business, I got corporations, I got all of that stuff. I'm a very intelligent black man. So yeah, it does not hurt me as much as it hurt a lot of individuals, but you can see some of the difference. You can see some of the difference. Don't vote based on emotions in mainstream media. Vote based on research. Break away from the real slavery and curses. This is my video. Y'all hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, and I will catch all of you beautiful people on the up and up.